Fight fans, talking about Carl Cruz MMA. Today, we got a returning guest to the platform. My guest, one of the top 155 regional prospects, getting ready, making that CFFC return. Big one, May 29th, CFFC 154. They're doing this one on the hill, outside. He's taking on William Starks. He is Mr. Sweet Pea, Kevin Pease. Kev, what's going on, my friend? How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Here we are. Fight week. We're on the battle. Just a few days. What does it feel like? It's a monumental card for CFFC, and you're the headliner.
Amen. Another headliner, another title, just another day of being a sweet pea. So we had a great camp, put in all the work, and we're just ready to go handle business.
Absolutely. This one, obviously doing it at 155. What went in the decision for you moving down to that weight class?
My nutritionist and my weight cut coach, Jason, the Waterfather, he believed I could make the descent, and I trust him wholeheartedly. So I think lightweight will be a better weight class for my frame. And I did it as an amateur. I won titles in both weight classes, so I'm excited to replicate that as a professional.
Absolutely. Your last time out, you took on Ethan Pauly, was able to pick up a very good victory there, unanimous decision win. Overall, what do you think of the performance looking back?
It was a good warm up. I hadn't fought in 14 months. He had been extremely active. 6'2" guy, good grappling, and it was good to go the distance, all 4 rounds, and really use those wrestling, grappling muscles, and really know that I can go 5 rounds and do it quite well. So now it's time to do the same thing, but get our opponent out of there this time, and have the confidence from the last one that we can do this one, but even better. I was very rusty that last one, so I went back to my bread and butter, but we're ready to take some more calculated risks this one.
Already as a 7-0 regional fighter, you're looking very well-rounded. I mean, when you look at where you train at two superpowers. Obviously, you're in California sometimes with the Fight Academy, Torres Finney. You got Jacoby up there, Tommy Gant, DC. You're in Florida as well at Killcliff, one of the biggest gyms in the world. What is that training like, been like bouncing back from those two great places?
It's invaluable. It's where a lot of my confidence comes from. Being pushed every day by great training partners like Tommy and Jacoby, and then all my great training partners at Killcliff as well. And then getting great coaching, great looks with from eyes that know what's going on and know what I need to do. So just being led and being pushed by so many great individuals, it gives me all the confidence in the world going into any competition.
We talked about last time you were on here, the sacrifices that it takes to be a professional fighter. It's that roller coaster, highest of highs, lowest of lows, constantly overcoming adversity. And I feel like a lot of people see the adversity maybe in the fight. I think adversity outside of the fight, training camp, is something not talked about. You and another guy who's a big friend of the show here, Darian Abbey, were involved in a terrible situation where your house caught on fire. If you want a little bit, man, what all happened there?
Man, just an electrical malfunction in an older Florida home caused our house to literally be engulfed in flames. And, I lost all my stuff. It's not my house that I live at, but it was my training camp home with all my gear and everything I take with me to, I don't go back and forth in camp. I stay in Florida. So everything I would need to take to the fight, was there. And, I just lost it all and had to reset. Thank God for Henry Hoof. Thank God for Michael Chandler. Thank God for Jared Gordon. These guys, they gave me a lot of stuff and helped me really get back on my feet, and a lot of encouragement to stay focused and handle the job. This by far has been one of the craziest training camps. Other stuff going on too, but the work, the improvement, my health, the nutrition, all those things have been on point. So as long as those things are good, I'm ready to go.
Did these experiences really pay dividends to you, of showing you how important the mental side of fighting really is?
Yeah, I mean, to be a championship level fighter, this is all about mental. It's some people say it's like 50-50, but it's like to me it's all mental. And you know, we go through a lot to get to these moments. It takes a lot to get to these moments. And but I believe God puts everything in my path for a reason. He's brought me to this point. My career could have gone so many other ways, but here I am. And I believe, I fully trust in his plan, and he's going to deliver me and put me where I'm supposed to be or not. So I'm just going to do my job and show up ready, work hard, and leave it all in the cage.
This main event here for CFFC this weekend, absolutely amazing contest with you and Starks. In my opinion, two of the top 155ers in the entire regional scene. Overall, what do you think of him as an opponent here?
He's a great opponent. He's well rounded. He's got a lot of veteran experience. He's a great athlete. Um, you know, he's definitely UFC level. So knowing all those things, I crossed all my X's, or however they say it, dotted all my I's, crossed my T's, and I left my family for about a total of 14 weeks in preparation for this. I've just been going nonstop since my last fight, knowing a opponent of this caliber was coming, and I pray all my work shows May 29th.
I get really excited as a fight fan when I see two big high level prospects like this, really good records, fight each other. Because in reality, not every person in your shoe would accept this fight. I think out there's guys who maybe hand select opponents. Both of you guys are fighting the toughest possible competition. For you, how much pride do you take in being able to fight the toughest guys out there right now?
It's everything. If you want to be considered a champion, that's what you have to do. You have to beat the best. And there's a lot of guys in the game that go different ways because getting to the UFC is their main goal. But my main goal is to be the best, so I want to fight the best guys. I want to have fun fights. I want to, get out of my comfort zone and do different things and compete at multiple weight classes and compete for titles. And, this opportunity is something that just fits perfectly in line with my whole vision. If I'm not victorious, I don't believe uh, I'm supposed to go where I'm supposed to. So every fight is a test, and I put everything in it, and I'm just excited to see the result.
He has a little more experience than you do, a few more fights. You come in kind of that youth got advantage, maybe. You have a younger guy. Do you feel like that's an advantage?
It is, it's he's got a lot more experience than me, but at the end of the day, we leave everything at the door when we get in that cage, and we got 25 minutes with each other. And whoever performs the best, whoever gets to their positions, whoever makes the fight their fight, is who's going to get their hand raised. So I'm not going in there fighting his experience, fighting all this shit, whatever he did his last fight. I'm going in there to fight him May 29th for 5 rounds. And I believe on that night, I'm going to get my hand raised in dominant fashion.
Obviously, he's next in line. He's the main focus. Starting in August, there's a reality show on Tuesday nights called the Dana White Contender Series. The winner of this got to be on that show, right?
Hey, man, we both could be on that show right now, but, I believe defeating Will Starks, I should go straight in. I'm not trying to go on that show. I'm not trying to, I'm already doing the show for a belt and for 2 extra rounds. So I believe I should go straight in, 2-weight champion. I don't know what more the big leagues want.
For you, man, what's the ultimate goal? What are you looking to accomplish in this sport?
I just want to fight the best guys in the world. I want to make good money fighting to take care of my family. And I just want to keep improving and keep being the best I can be. I started off, not knowing where I would go with the sport at all, and to see all my improvement, how far I've come, the moments I've been a part of, it's an honor, it's a blessing, and I just want to keep doing that as long as I can. When my day's done, it's done. But as long as I feel like I have the ability to have special performances, then I want to do that.
Absolutely. You know, it's really cool about this whole event you're on. You're seriously finding one of the most unique events that we've ever seen on the regional scene. We're going to fight outside. What do you think of this?
Uh, it doesn't matter. You know, as long as there's the cage, as long as he's there, as long as the ref and the judges are there, that's all I care about. You know, I just care about 25 minutes with him May 29th, and we're going to see what's what and who's who and handle everything in there.
Absolutely, man. You know, we talked about the roller coaster of being a fighter. For you, how have you grown and evolved throughout this journey?
From what point? From the
Just
last
in
fight or
general.
just in
No, in
general?
general. Since competing, since being in martial arts, how have you grown and evolved as a person?
It's, martial arts is my life. You know, fighting, hand to hand combat, all this stuff has made me the person I am. It's how I met the most important people in my life, you know, excluding my immediate family. And it's my life. It's everything to me. Even if I'm not competing, I'm still going to be involved. It's where I've grown up. It's what I know best, and you know, it's a beautiful thing. And I recognize myself, of course, but the amount of growth when I look in the mirror at who I've become is just, you know, it's mind blowing. I've done things I never thought I could do, and I'm just extremely proud of myself and grateful for everything I've overcome and come through. And I'm just excited to keep pushing and pushing the envelope and building to see where I can go.
For you, what does it mean to call yourself a martial artist?
Um, it's just you know, that kind of code of, you know, always being open, always being disciplined, always working hard, always being creative, you know, only, you know, being strong enough to know when to show empathy and compassion, helping those around you, whether it's your family or, you know, your wife or your children or a brother, whoever, your parents, you know, and just believing in my higher power and having him guide me, um, and using martial arts as the main vessel for that. You know, I truly believe that's been my life's calling, and fucking MMA is awesome. Martial arts is awesome. You know, you can't beat it.
Absolutely, man. You've been at this journey now as a pro for about 4-ish years now. If someone were to tell you when you first started, you'd be at a point where you could be 8-0, fighting another really top guy, when this most unique CFFC shows, possibly next one in the UFC. Would you believe this?
Yeah, I would have believed it, but still, it's crazy. You know, it's all one day at a time. So just to finally be here, you know, it took a lot of work, and if I want to keep going, it's going to take a lot more work and a lot of luck and a lot of you know, just a lot. So I'm happy to be here, and I'm excited for this week, and that's just where my mind is on May 29th. Champ, and new.
Absolutely. You know, in this day and age, a lot more people are watching fighting. It's really big on social media. Now, obviously, Instagram, X, Facebook, fights are being made. You have these casual fans, right? And I think every fan is good for the sport, but sometimes we hear like twist them and you know what? You see these gifs, these memes, you see this craziness. Have you seen anything about you? Any like comments about you, any pictures about you, anything yet that's kind of made you laugh on social media?
Um, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think I'm big enough yet, and I don't pay too much attention to it anyway. I'm kind of just I got so much other stuff to worry about, you know, as far as fighting goes and preparation. And then when I'm not worrying about that, I got a whole family to be thinking about and trying to take care of. So I'm kind of just all over the place, but you know, I'm just having fun. I'm having a great time.
There you go, brother. All right, last question for you, Kevin. In a perfect world, what is the outcome May 29th when you return to CFFC against William Starks?
Uh, a dominant victory. Me getting my hand raised and new.
Absolutely. Well, Kevin, man, I can't wait for this fight. This is going to be an absolute banger, and I wish you nothing but the best, my brother.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Well, that's it for today. I'm Carl Prusa. He is Sweet Peas, Kevin Pease. You can watch him May 29th. CFFC 154, the thrill on the hill. He's taking on William Starks. Don't miss Fight fans. This is going to be great. Take care.
Yes, sir.